Hey everybody, so we will have a giveaway. The details will be at the end of this video. I'm giving away, of course, Tales of Xillia 2, signed by Josh Grelle and J. Michael Tatum. And then I will be giving away BlazBlue, Chrono Phantasma, signed by Patrick Seitz and David Vincent, of course. So I was lucky enough to get cleared for press passes to NewCon 2016, and this is the post-NewCon 2016 commentary video, of course. NewCon is a special kind of convention. It celebrates all kinds of fandom. You know, you see a lot of conventions out there that are all about video games or anime or cosplay or tabletop gaming. NewCon celebrates all of that, and then some. Even sci-fi, you know, if it's out there, they cover and celebrate it. Now this year it was, I believe, around January 15th to 17th. It's going to start, I believe, at the end of this year, like December 31st, and go through that weekend. The main reason it's called NewCon is, again, they wanted a new convention for the area. Portland used to not have a whole lot of conventions for things like this. They wanted something right near the new year because all the conventions in the Pacific Northwest, like SakuraCon, spring, KomoriCon is Labor Day weekend, there wasn't anything near the beginning of the year. People who started the convention really wanted that going for them. Now, this was my first convention outside of Washington State, and this was my first convention operating as a press attendee. So it was a little different than my normal conventions in the past. I went all 3 days, and I did stay at a nearby hotel. NewCon featured 3 voice actor guests for the weekend. They had Troy Baker, Steve Bloom, and Crispin Freeman. Close before the event started, I believe Crispin Freeman had to pull out, so we only had Troy Baker and Steve Bloom. It was a kind of challenging weekend because I know I wanted to hit all of the autograph sessions, which were scheduled during the mid-afternoon, which is the same time of the NFL divisional playoffs. If you don't know this already, I'm a big-time football fan. Not just the Seahawks. I love pretty much any football game. So this was quite a challenge for me. So I had to definitely play a little bit of schedule, hopscotch, just to get to all the events I wanted, and I had to pick and choose which games I was going to watch fully. We'll talk more about the voice actors in just a moment. So there were 3 main topics I had that I wanted to cover about the convention. The first one was, of course, video game tournaments. This is the first convention I also joined any video game tournaments of. I joined a Pokemon tournament, Super Smash Bros. 4 tournament on the Wii U, and Mario Kart Wii U as well. I won the Pokemon tournament and got a couple little prizes. They're somewhere around here. I don't know where I put them. I lost really bad at the Super Smash Bros. No, I take that back. I lost modestly bad at the Super Smash Bros. Tournament, and I lost pretty bad at the Mario Kart Wii U tournament as well. The Pokemon tournament, I didn't actually have my game there, but they had it was kind of like Pokemon Stadium style, where they had teams of Pokemon you could choose from to work it out and just adopt the strategies really fast. So that was a ton of fun. The Super Smash Bros. Tournament, it was interesting. I used Luigi, I used Toon Link, and I used Zero Suit Samus, and I got my butt kicked by a 10-year-old kid using Cloud. It was pretty bad. I had no familiarity with Cloud. I'm not trying to make excuses, but it was interesting seeing how the player played. And finally, the Mario Kart one, I got beat by a 14-year-old. I'm just really rusty at video games. I'm not playing enough. I'm talking about them, but I'm not playing them enough, and it was killing me. It really was. The autograph sessions are the next thing that comes to mind. So Troy Baker and Steve Bloom both had sessions. They were middle of the day, which is different. SakuraCon generally had late morning to early afternoon, and then AkiCon always had super late autograph sessions, while these ones were 3 to 5. So they were modest. You know, they were late afternoon to early evening. Troy Baker and Steve Bloom both were charging for autographs and anything that wasn't just them autographing your badge when you went there. So if you wanted to, hold on, I actually wrote it down. If you wanted to get an autograph, it was $20 for them to sign something of your own. It was $10 for a picture, or it was $20 for a custom voice recording. Now, I didn't know this in advance. I honestly, I don't think anyone knew till the session, so I didn't buy a whole lot of autographs and things like that, because I didn't have a working budget for it. It wasn't really planned in advance. What happened is that was static throughout the weekend, but then starting on the second day, Steve Bloom switched it up and said the first item that was your own personal belonging, he would sign beyond your badge for free each day. Now, I missed the second day, his autograph session, because I was watching one of the divisional games. I think it was the Chiefs and Patriots or something. So I missed out. But the third day, you better believe I was there. And actually, I've got the items I got signed right here. I'll share them real quick. I'll have pictures up on my Instagram later. So I have, let's see, can you see that? Final Fantasy Advent Children complete, since Steve Bloom was the voice of Vincent Valentine. He also did the voice of Wolverine and Taskmaster, so I got him to autograph my Marvel vs. Capcom 3. He did the voice of Ares, so I got him to, of course, autograph God of War collection. I mean, he did the original God of War's voice. And then he also did the voice of the Arbiter of Time, so I had him sign my my Final Fantasy 13 too. Now it's interesting, Troy Baker also does the voice of Snowvillier in the Final Fantasy 13 series, but I had to pick and choose what I wanted to get signed. I brought like 25 games, then I had to really get picky all of a sudden. So I had to kind of say no to that one. But I did get Troy Baker to sign down here. He does the voice of Yuri Lowell, so I got him to autograph this, so that's pretty neat. Now, I also have one more thing I wanted to cover. Beyond the sessions, I was lucky enough to get to interview both of them. So since I was a press, I had a press pass, I did discuss with him, and I said, hey, what are the possibilities of me getting to talk to him and chat with him or do interviews? I don't honestly remember where the idea came up, but I just mentioned it, and next thing you know, I'm talking to like a couple staffers who bring up one of the execs, and then we run into like the co-chair / co-creator. He's like, sure, man, let's make it happen. You know, he had emailed me back and forth a little bit, and you know, just kind of, it happened on Sunday. So Saturday night, I'm watching TV with Eric, you know, my press assistant there. And I'm watching some videos of other people who've interviewed folks at conventions before, and I'm just coming up with questions. Like, I'm looking online, looking for ideas, and I'm just scrawling them out with one of my Sharpies, you know, on a couple pieces of paper. And it was a ton of fun. You know, both interviews were pretty in-depth. I also got lucky enough to interview the chair / co-creator, Michael Anderson, of NewCon, so I got to delve into what inspired them to make the convention and really get into the heart of where they see the convention going. That was amazing. That was profound. I did not see that coming, so I was very happy. Quick couple things. Generally with these post-convention commentary videos, I like to go over my 3 tips for how to get the most out of the convention. Now, this one was a little different. Since NewCon wasn't an anime convention, it was just a fandom convention, there wasn't as much that came out to me as things that a person needs to do to make it easier for themselves. The only main one I had was bring money to spare, you know, like cash. What I gathered from the autograph session was, because they're not an anime convention, the way the contracts are set with voice acting artists and guests, the cost of having things autographed or getting pictures and things like that isn't covered as part of their showing up fee. And because of that, it's something that fans pay for. So because of that, just bring a little bit of money in advance. You know, I bring a lot of games and I couldn't have like more than a fraction of them signed because I didn't know. But, you know, bring a little money in advance, you know, and if it turns out that person's not charging, no problem, right? You got spare cash to flow with. But at least more power to you. You don't have to worry about being surprised. Now, again, I don't hold it with like management or anything. It's a learning experience, you know, and it could have been worse. I mean, had I been like coming to a convention broke, that would have been one thing. But I was good. I had some money on me. I managed to get some stuff autographed. Let's hit that giveaway. So we have these 2 games. So of course you have to be a subscriber on the channel. You have to throw a comment up. That's it. You just have to watch this video, throw a comment up, be a subscriber. That's simple. Subscriber, comment, watch the video. Everything else is simple. I mean, I'll throw this video up Sunday night, so 3/7 or 3/6/2016, and then you'll have till the end of Tuesday to answer. Then I'll post up here and announce the winners, and then I'll contact them directly. If the first person doesn't respond within 8 to 12 hours, then I will roll to the next person. Now, I'm literally going to do a random drawing with a hat filled with pieces of paper for everyone. Totally old school archaic, but I think it'll be pretty fun. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm sure you've heard this music play in the background. Tell me what you think of it. Of course, I'll put a little info for it in the description. I'm trying this out in a multitude of my different videos. And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe, comment, and share with your friends. Thank you so much. You guys are the ones that make this channel awesome. Hey, keep watching. So one more quick shout I wanted to make. Thank you, Troy Baker. Thank you, Steve Bloom. You guys gave me great information. The breadth and depth of your answers and the things you shared with me in the interviews was excellent. Thank you, Michael Anderson, for sharing some of how NewCon became a new convention in the Pacific Northwest and how you've grown it and what your vision has been. I loved what they shared. Of course, I'm going to leave the links in the description below for anyone who wants to watch those interviews as well. Thank you again.